At Alcoa with Bryce Hayes. Bryce, you move into the offensive line starting at left tackle. The last couple of years it's been patrolled by big Lance Williams. You're not Lance, nor in hair, nor in size, but you are extremely athletic. What makes you feel like you can step into that role and have success and just keep going?
So my sophomore year, there was a vacancy in a position, and Coach Rankin called me in his office, and he sat me down. He was like, "Look, we need a center. I know you played it before." So my sophomore year, I mean, besides 2 or 3 games, I spent most of the year, playing center, starting there in the state championship game, and then last year they moved back to tight end, and it was really like a run block kind of thing. It wasn't.
You're the extra tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't getting the highlight catches or nothing like that, but I'd line up, one man over from Lance and block the same level of guys that he spent the game on. So obviously, I can't compare to, the size and everything, but, I can play my game, my leverage. I have my own way of getting it done. So,
what do you feel like you do well as an offensive lineman?
I'm not going to sit here and move a 300-pound guy, 5 yards off the ball, but I can get between him. I'll be in his way. Over the years, I've figured out ways, to block guys who are 2 times my size, and it just helps to know that, I've got guys beside me who are just as good as blocking as I am or better. So it's just really confident to know that I got help by my side too.
All right, I know faith's important to you. I've been talking to the coaches around here. They say you want to be a preacher someday. Kind of, where's that come from?
When I got into high school, our school, like the way they do the learning stuff, they have you pick like a career path kind of per se when you come in. So I chose the health science route, which was like if I wanted to this year, I could get my RN here.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there in my room a year ago, and I'd been talking to one of my church leaders. I go to Severe Heights off Alcoa Highway.
Yep.
And we were talking, and I was just like, man, it's like I just feel lost. Like, I don't know what to do. I wanted to be a physical therapist, and I was like taking the classes, and I was like, man, this is not for me. And so I, about 2 or 3 weeks, I just spent a lot of time in prayer, just asking for like clarity on where my future should be and what God wants me to do. And I hope I heard the right prayer answered, but right now that's where I want to pursue. That's where I believe He's calling me to go. So
back to the football field. What do you feel like you do well on the field, and what do you like about this team?
One thing I love about this team, it's just like a rowdy group. Like, everywhere we go, everybody hates us. We can't go, we don't ever go into a welcoming environment. Winning's the norm around here. Like, that's something that's just like, we grew up that way, even starting in like Grasshoppers. Like, they just, Coach Rankin would come down and talk to us, or Coach Nix, and it's like, it's always been like that. And they kept that standard true when I got here, and they pushed us every day, and to some people it may not look like much, but to us, at some point, like, this is stacking up. Like, it's helping us turn on into a better football player on a Friday night in a 4th quarter when it's needed.
Well, this guy right here, he has a greater calling after football, but in the short term, it is all about winning another gold ball here with the Alcoa Tornadoes. Bryce Hayes, a special player, a special young man. Look for him out there every Friday night for those Tornadoes.